problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
Favorites.
No, man, hold on, man. I gotta do Notre Dame. We got Boss on the show. That's his squad.
Oh, we got Boss.
We have to do Notre Dame.
We gotta do Notre Dame. All right, then we go.
We ain't gotta do ND. We already talked about it in the chat.
My bad. He is right. He is right about that.
Yo, boy.
We gotta do Notre Dame. And this is Marley's team. This is the team Marley really got to win the national championship. If it's not SEC. Yeah.
That's not what I said.
This is his third favorite team.
If it's not SEC, is Bama, Georgia, Ohio State, everybody else.
It's Bama, Ohio State. And,
I ain't gonna never. I'm throwing that on a T-shirt. Bama, Georgia, Ohio State, everybody else.
Hey. Man, let's get it, dog. All right, yeah, you're right. Notre Dame taking on Ohio State, and this is not a neutral game. This is at Ohio Stadium. We got the Fighting Irish taking on the Buckeyes. Like I said, Marley's third favorite team in the country for this year. It's going down. This line actually opened up in favor of Ohio State minus 13.5. And it's still there. It says 17.5. There are some 17s out there as well. And we got the total opened up at 50. Let's see what is the total open up at? I'm sorry. The total opened up at, they don't have it what it opened up at. So, but we called it at 58 yesterday, and it's jumped up since then to 59 for the full game. So let me update that real quick, and we can keep this going because we at that point, man. We can't successfully cover the rest of these for tonight. I'm sorry. Get to these actual factuals real quick. Notre Dame 7-1 against spread last 8 games, 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games as well. 9-0 straight up in the last 9 games on the road, 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games against a Big Ten conference opponent. The overs also hit 4 out of the last 5 games in the month of September. 9-2 against spread in the last 11 games on a Saturday, and 6-1 against spread in the last 7 games when playing on the road on a Saturday. Now let's get to the actual facts for Ohio State. 2-4 against spread in the last 6 games. The overs hit 13 out of the last 19 games. 10-1 straight up in the last 11 games. 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games at the crib. 7-0 straight up against an independent conference opponent. And they are 4-1 against spread last 5 games when playing on a Saturday at the crib. So injury reports right now, and I know Big Boss can probably let us know which ones are impacts or not, because we're going to let you start off, my boy. Avery Davis, running back, is out for the season. Jared Patterson, offensive line, is questionable for Notre Dame. Joe Wilkins, wide receivers, also questionable for Ohio State. Quarterback Tyler Bunkner, I probably said that wrong, is probable. Mitchell Evans, tight end, is out indefinitely, and Logan Diggs, running back, is probable for this game. As far as Ohio State, wide receiving, Cameron Babb, he is out indefinitely, and running back Evan Pryor is out for the knees. Is that the same Pryor, bro? Hold on. That ain't the running back, huh?
Pryor?
Nah, that ain't the cat from
talking about Trayvon Henderson?
Okay, yeah, that's him. I was about to say, that would have been all over the world. But anywho, those are the actual factuals right there. So, Big Boss, Ohio State taking on your Notre Dame Fighting Irish. What's the play?
What side y'all want to hear first? Y'all want to hear my sister,
We don't want anything with emotions involved in this.
No, it
I'll
won't
just
be
say
none of
that.
that. You want my Ohio State speech or you want my Notre Dame speech first?
I want to know who you got.
I want to know. Well,
Off top. I mean, as a Notre Dame fan, when you get it's my squad plus 17 and a half. Now we got a quality team.
That is a lot.
I don't care what your team. If you a LSU fan on their worst year, an Alabama fan on their worst year, I don't care who your team is. If they're a solid team on their worst year, 17 and a half. Shit, I didn't bet Notre Dame against Alabama and got blown out. So I'm definitely gonna take 17 and a half with Ohio State. We play in the Big Ten all the time. It's not a big deal to go over there and play them. Yes, they are the best team, but we prefer to play the best. That's been our MO the whole time. But, I like Notre Dame plus the 17 and a half, of course, because it's a big number, but I also like the under as well. All Marcus Freeman at the end of the day, he got respect in his defense. He gonna hope that Ohio State respect him being alumni enough not to go all through his draws. And he got his defense, but they saying he may have issues with the change because I don't know how he's gonna allow the other DC to do what he needs to do. They don't know how that's gonna mesh yet because he's such a emotional guy and hands-on type guy. But I mean, after I capped the guy a little bit, kind of went through his whole background, he's a legit dude, man. It's a reason why they got him coming out number 6. I wish we wasn't. They should have put us 26. I would have been happier with that. But coming out with number 6, hey, man, that's fine with me. I hope this guy can live up to what all they talking about, him being this great coach on his way to the NFL. He was an excellent player. But, a lot of time I'm a true believer in coaches that get along with the players and bring that enthusiasm. I mean, look at what Deion's doing at Jackson State. It's a great thing, but does it always work? No. So sometimes being too nice is too nice, and there's respect levels and all that kind of stuff. So how this guy's gonna fall out on the field as a coach is just to be seen. And I've been in this position as a Notre Dame fan before, going through coaches. Man, you usually don't hit right back on track on your next coach. So we thought about that about Willingham. That didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So it goes on and on, with that. So I'm a little down on it. I'm taking it just because I'm a fan, and I'm gonna take it as a fan plus the points. But I wouldn't advise nobody else to do it. But the under went all the way up to, the total went all up to 59. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I would jump on that twice because the offense of Notre Dame, we're gonna be a run-first offense. And as far as Avery Davis and all the injuries at the running back and stuff, we ran deep at running back. And one thing that they didn't really publicize a lot, which I heard little whispers of it before Brian Kelly even left Notre Dame, is that he recruited like 5 teams deep behind backwards. He didn't leave them. He did leave them abruptly, but he didn't leave them like with no athletes or nothing. He took a couple with him, but he had recruits that were signed. Some of them dudes that jumped out of them deals when he left, they was from 3 years ago. They still in high school right now, jumping out of them deals. You know what I'm saying? But he kept enough recruiting behind. Tradition's gonna get us some athletes, so talent wise, it's pretty much the same at Notre Dame as last year. We played really good last year. Defense was locked down. Definitely could have needed a lot of work on offense, but we do return the offensive line. The one offensive lineman that's hurt, that could hurt us, but we got 3, 4, 5 other ones that's behind them that's ready to come in and fill in and do the job. So we should be able to run the ball, but it's going to be a thinking man game. It's going to be a running game on our side. And as far as on Ohio State side, Ryan Day, he's the same as Kirby Smart. Like, yeah, you did some good things. We appreciate it and all, but you still got a lot more to show. Like, you was handed a team that was already put together for you anyway. So you just kind of facilitating what's going on. But the fact that you took some of these losses that you did take last year to some of these teams that you lost to says a little bit about your character at the end of the day. And in order to get in the position where you could be the 3rd best team in Marley's thing, you got to be able to win this championship. God damn it. But CJ Stroud, great quarterback. Trayvon Henderson, some young talent at running back. The offensive line got a 6'8", 320 DeJuan Jones. But they do find a little lack of talent in the wide receiver thing, but I don't look much into that because young wide receivers, you can pick them up off any local corners and get them going, get them running and stuff. But me and my son's an Ohio State fan. It's going to be one of the biggest games for me. It's my wife's birthday. My son's an Ohio State fan. We having her birthday at his house in Vegas. We drawing the line in the middle of the floor, Notre Dame or Ohio State. Choose a side, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to go at it, and that's just how it is. But from the history of this whole thing with me and my son, and he's just a fan as well. He bets a little bit, but he's a fan. But he says all the time, he says Ohio State either starts off fast or starts off real slow. And last year in their first opening game, they started off kind of slow and had to pick it up in the second half. So might be a little action with Notre Dame first half as well, being that Freeman's not going to be like Kelly, try to do some wild stuff. He's going to really stick to the books. It's going to be a lot of smash mouth on offense, a lot of hardcore defense. And I don't know, this Ohio State team, they can be shook. They got some nice-sized players, but they're not SEC. You know what I'm saying? They're not SEC.
They're that big boy football. They still got to get,
you know what I'm saying? So Notre Dame, we can hang with them because we not SEC either, but we can hang with them. So I like it, man. I'm gonna have fun with the game.
They are third. They third. You can pop a third.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? I didn't lost an $800 ticket betting Notre Dame. A lot of this emotional stuff. So I done did worse. I'm gonna take it easy this time. I'm gonna take them plus a little points, do a little something, have some fun with it. But that's what it is for me. But under, put me down for the under officially. Put me down for Notre Dame officially as well.
Okay. All right, Marley, what's the play? Or do you have a play?
I do have a play.
Okay, what's the play?
I do have a play. All right. Just to wrap it up, since last game, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. I pretty much agree with Big Boss. They not the SEC. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing they are not, the SEC. They're a damn good football team, but not the SEC. I think this is way too many goddamn points to give Notre Dame team that I respect Marcus Freeman. I think defensively they'll be probably better than a lot of people think. I don't think they're Ohio State 17.5 points. And I agree with Boss, like as far as the game plan is going to be, it's going to be to slow the game down, run the ball, play good defense, not turn it over, and give us a chance to win at the end. I do think Ohio State offensively, they're going to score. So that's what it's going to boil down to. Can they, probably play a bend, don't break kind of defense, maybe keep them out the end zone as much. But we're talking about a team that averaged 45 points a game last year, almost 400 yards passing, almost 200 yards rushing, 180 yard rushing, 380 yard passing. And you bring it back to Ron Henderson with 6.8 yards of carry and 15 fucking touchdowns. Like, that's going to be hard to fucking stop. But I do like the 17.5. I just think it's way too many points. Ohio State will win this game. They are the third, fourth, best team in the NCAA. So they will win this game. 17 though might be a tad much for the first week, and I just kind of think it's a little disrespectful to Marcus Freeman because I do believe these kids will run through a wall for him, and I think that does mean something in football. And you bring back Michael Mayer, the best tight end in college football right now. So if they can muster up some kind of running attack, which before I'm done, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Big Boss touched on this. They're bringing back the damn near the entire offensive line with the exception of the right tackle. So if they can muster up a run game, probably mix some play action in, hit Mayer, play solid defense, 17 is a lot of points to me. So give me the 17. with Notre Dame.
That's what I'm
plus
talking about.
17.5.
Hey man, I got a quick thing. I got to jump out of here, man. I done already went past my limits on time. I got somebody hanging out there right now, but I appreciate y'all having me on the show, man. Shit, catch me and Marley tomorrow on the Boss in the Sauce with my man Big Ragu. We got some other, throw some Mountain West and some stuff like that, some other little games to see where the SEC is really about. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun over there too, man. And the season's just started, man. We're gonna have all y'all come over there and do a feature for us on the Boss and the Sauce, man. But I appreciate y'all having me, man. Always down with y'all. One love, man. But I gotta go, man. I got somebody way out here.
You good.
Yeah, that was the last game anyway. You good, boss.
All right, fam.
All right. Flat Top, what you got? You got to play for this one?
I do not. No play.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, I really don't have a play for this one. Now, that first half spread is at 8.5. I would probably take that Notre Dame with that 8.5 would be a lean, but I definitely think if I was to make a play, it'd be Notre Dame plus 17.5. Ohio State struggled last season in the first two games. In fact, they dropped one of them. They should have. They struggled against who they opened up against Minnesota. Minnesota had them on the ropes.
I thought it was Oregon last year. Did Oregon beat Ohio State last year? Opened up? Oh no! That was like two.
Yeah. No, they opened up against Minnesota. Minnesota was bringing it to their ass till whatchamacallit got hurt.
Went down.
So I would definitely lean on Notre Dame with the points. You can never go bad with your starting offensive line. Now the issues that I'm worried about now is my issue that we got right now is whatchamacallit, the defensive coordinator. So you got a new defensive coordinator for Ohio State. It's the DC. It's the DC from Oklahoma State, and then with Marcus Freeman dealing with that, issue, like, can he give it up, or is this coach willing to listen to Marcus Freeman's philosophy? Because that's what got him at this moment and with Notre Dame, man. But yeah, I don't have a play for this one, but if I was to lean, I'd definitely take Notre Dame with them points. And we appreciate everybody tuning in.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.